love him dearly. And as siblings, you always grow up with those little scraps. But he was always a good brother. Well, our parents were always proud of us, no matter what we did, and taught us to be gracious and responsible and to have goals.
Cawood and I met at center. We did both pledge the same fraternity. He's a perfect gentleman and has always been a perfect gentleman. If you can't get along with Cawood, you can't get along with anybody.
I really accidentally got into broadcasting after I was out of college.
And, of course, our parents thought he had joined the circus after they had accepted the idea that he wasn't going to play records the rest of his life. They were very supportive and said, go for it.
I knew not very long after I got into it that it was something I was going to give a real shot and see what I could do with it.
My memories of Cawood Ledford are very distinct. He never was late for broadcasts. He never seemed to be flustered. He worked well with other people, and that's something you can't say about a lot of people in broadcasting. He's truly a stand-up guy, and he was the standard by which I think other performers were and are measured.
Quadrangle after that, but it's the dancer. And here comes Hillrise whipping and driving. The little horse and the big horse. And we're coming to the wire. And it is Northern Dancer that wins it by an X.
And,
you met the champion, Floyd Patterson, I understand.
Floyd, yes, Floyd came by to see me. We had a little talk, but it was a friendly talk, but if possible, I would like to fight him one of these days. So he didn't look at me right, so I didn't look at him right. We were friendly.
Muhammad Ali was always a great joy to interview.
As a matter of fact, Liston was at ringside after my fight, and I told Liston, I said, Liston, I want you next, and you must fall in 8. And he said, you will not go as long as Patterson. So I told him, if you talk too much, I'll have to cut it to 6.
All right, and here's a question.
I'll have a poem on him in the next few days.
Okay, we'll be waiting for it.
Coach Her Up was a great interview.
Oh, why did you bring that up? We are in trouble now. We got 4 straight games on the road, and I just want to tell you one thing, Cawood. They are going to be rugged.
I had the good fortune of following 2 national championship teams. They were 20 years apart. The first one was in 1958, a team called the Fiddlin' Five.
84 to 72, 3 seconds, 2. Baylor shoots, it's no good. There's the game. Kentucky's Wildcats win a 4th NCAA championship.
And then 20 years later, in 1978, when they had a marvelous team that went to the Final Four in St. Louis, was favored to win it all, and did.
Back to Macy, back to Roby. Roby down to James Lee. Lee driving with it, goes under, dunk. There's the last shot. It is over. Kentucky wins it. 94-88. So after 20 years, the Kentucky Wildcats win the NCAA championship. 94-88 over the Duke Blue Devils.
Back deep for the Kentucky Wildcats, who will receive and move to the right side of your radio dial. We have
Jones down on one knee. There's a snap. They're going to try it, and it is long enough. It is, I believe, yes, I think he got it good. So Joey Worley has just tied a Kentucky field goal distance record, and he has just put the Cats in front for the first time tonight. Back to Higgs, swinging off to the right side, turns it back. He's out to the 25, the 30, the 35, the 40. He's at the 45. He's at the 40 of Rutgers. He's at the 30. Cuts it back to midfield at the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Mark Higgs.
Kentucky has lost so many close games at the buzzer. And that's where I think Bill Curry is going to put a new mental attitude into this team, because they did come back and win one at the buzzer against Georgia last year.
ball game. There's the snap. It is down, and the kick is on its way, and it is good. And Kentucky moves ahead 26-24 with 7 seconds to go.
Pitino has brought a lot of fun to Kentucky basketball, and he brought it at a time when the fans really needed that kind of a lift.
Big rebound by Richie Farmer. Kentucky's won it. It's Rick Pitino's first win over the Indiana Hoosiers.
Pelfrey intercepts, gives it to Feldhouse open, stuffed. Martinez underneath, stuffs it, and that will be it. And Kentucky wins this one 80-54.
100-98 Duke. Woods, Pelfrey. Pelfrey goes to Mashburn. Mashburn goes for the basket, puts it up and in, and he's fouled.
I think that's the reason why he's loved so much by all Kentuckians, is because of the fact that they They see in him what they would like to be themselves, and that is a person who understands how to project the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat, and yet still walks among the common man from day to day.
Two forwards, comes into Woods. Woods with Hurley on him, is on the move. Here he goes, down into the paint. His shot is up. Good! 2 seconds. Sean Woods just took it, drove into the paint, tattooed it up on the board and back into the net. And the Cats lead by 1.
Cawood?
Yes.
This is Blind Betty.
Yeah, buddy.
I've always said that you are the window that the blind people can see a basketball or a football game, too.
That's mighty nice of you, buddy. Appreciate it.
Hey, Wood, just want to say you're the greatest.
I just want to say in closing, good luck to the Cats, and I'm going to miss you next year, Cawood. God bless you.
Thank you.
And I think when I leave Kentucky, Cawood, I'm going to always remember the 3 years I spent with you. It's going to be very precious to me.
Well, it's precious to me, too, my friend.
Cawood is more than the voice. He's kind of the heart, really, and we really are going to miss him.
After being here at the university for 4 years and getting to know him and becoming personal friends with Cawood, I can honestly say that he is still my hero. I'd just like to say to Cawood, thanks for all the great memories and all the great times that you've been there, and we'll never forget you, and we love you.
Cawood, I just want to say this. You're a stand-up guy, and on a personal and professional basis, you're the best.
Perhaps Adolph Rupp said it best. I'd like to borrow his words for my goodbye that he used in his goodbye speech, and the words are these. For those of you who have gone down the glory road with me, my eternal thanks. From Philadelphia, Cawood Ledford saying goodbye and God bless you. And this is the University of Kentucky Basketball Network.